Hello, everybody. This is Chichihiro, and welcome to another episode of my playthrough of Virtue's Last Reward. In the previous episode, we were on ending duty. We were cleaning up shop on some of these alternative branches that we still hadn't checked out. And yeah, most importantly of them all, it was the Alice ending. We finally managed to decode the string of letters that we got. We put to good use the string of numbers that we got from Dio in his ending. And that gave us all the information that we needed to trick him into confessing that he had been the one to plant the bombs and stuff. But unfortunately, the whole thing didn't quite turn out fine for us. He activated the bombs, all of us died. Not before we learned some important information. Yeah, that wasn't our timeline, but surely we can make it work some of the time. And so, after what we did in the previous session, I was thinking that it's gonna be time to do some escape rooms because we still have some more chromatic doors to check out. I mean, we have gone through the three colors that we have available, but different group configurations and different destinies for these chromatic doors. And I was thinking about which one I should do first. We have this one over here, this one over here. I honestly can't remember the color of the chromatic door that you go through or the people. So, yeah, I say let's start maybe with this one. As Clover put in 999, whenever you are solving a puzzle, you start with the border pieces first. And that's clearly not what we've been doing this entire playthrough, but I guess it's what we're doing now. So, yeah, we're doing this branch over here. We're jumping straight into the Cyan timeline, I guess. And let's see what's waiting for us. All right. Shit, maybe I should have stopped when they were explaining all of this stuff. Oops, that's on me. Let's see. Can you show me the... Yeah, give me the script. So we have option A, Luna and I, yellow pair up with Clover, and we go through the green door. This we have done. This is the archives. Of the other two options, it's gonna tell me, the game's gonna tell me, nope, you can't do one of them. So no matter what, Luna is our pair, so it's either gonna be a matter of pairing up with Fi or with Alice. No clue which one it's gonna let me do, but we'll see. How I felt about that. Previously, we had chosen no, I think. Wait, what were the characters talking about? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have skipped. If I were with option B, then Luna and I would go through the red door with Fi. Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, that's fine.
I don't have any problems with it.
Okay, some more time together with Fi, huh? There were no objections.
Then we're all set. Let's go, everybody.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
We nodded quickly to one another and split up. Kay, Quark, and Alice headed for the green door, while Temmie, Oji, Dio, and Clover ran toward the blue one. My feet slapped against the hard metal of the warehouse floor, and Luna, Fi, and I ran to the red chromatic door and the next stage of the Nonary game.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
All right. I wonder where we're going this time around. Huh? Is this a dead end?
All three doors seem to be locked.
Yeah, looks like it.
I wonder what this thing is.
It looks like the thing next to the number 9 door.
It's got a lever. Try pulling it, Sigma.
Yeah. Why should I?
It might be dangerous. Maybe it'll trigger an explosion.
Yeah, get behind me, ladies.
Or possibly it shocks you when you pull it. Who knows?
Right, then I have no choice. Did you really think I'd say that, you heartless monster? There's nothing on either side, is there?
What's that supposed to mean?
Ah, sorry for the confusion. I was talking about your breasts. Whoa! Sigma, it's 5 minutes into the episode, man. You can't be doing this already. Jesus Christ.
It's called dressing modestly. I'll have you know I'm a C-cup.
Okay, fine. Well, you don't have to. Okay. Sigma's body shaming aside, you don't have to be self-conscious about your breast size. If you're a C cup, I'm packing 12 inches. Jesus Christ. It's too early for this, man. I can't do this. We continue in that vein for some time until... That was Luna, I assume. Huh.
What?
It sounded like you two might take a while, so I pulled the lever.
See, she's the only one who's locked in this situation.
Is that okay?
Only the one on the left opened.
The others are still shut tight.
Well, we should get going anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh. Whoa, look at this place. We've never been here, have we? What is this place?
It looks like some kind of control room.
I guess.
I can see a huge machine of some sort on the other side of this window.
What is this place?
Maybe a generator?
Right, well, let's split up and look
We
around.
need cards with the moon on them for the next AB game, right?
Yep. They're probably in this room
Then
somewhere.
let's get started.
Alrighty. Cool. The control room, huh? This is a strange place. This looks like it's the control panel. It's covered with screens and buttons and so on. Whoa, this music though. It's so ominous. Yep. Nothing we can do with it. What's in here? What is that thing? An octopus? That's a pretty big octopus. Yeah, it'd take us all our lives to eat something that big. Don't eat it? What? I think that maybe that's an annihilation reactor. Annihilation? You mean like that bomb? Yes. The core of the annihilation bomb would work on the same principles. I think Fi knows a lot more about these things, though. Well, I wouldn't say that. I've just picked up a few tidbits of information here and there. Tidbits, huh? If this is what Luna thinks, it should be pretty simple. There's going to be a bunch of matter and antimatter in there, probably hydrogen and antihydrogen, bumping into one another. Then, whoa, I'm sorry. When they do, they annihilate one another. That's where you get the name and release a bunch of energy. You can actually calculate how much energy by taking the mass defect and... Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Sorry, that tripped me up. I kinda like didn't expect this text box to be as big as it is, and I guess it skipped the first line. Strange. Stop. Too complicated. You're saying that octopus thing is a machine that runs off of annihilation energy, right? Well, machine is a weird way to put it. It's more like an engine, like a steam engine or an internal combustion engine, just better. All of the electricity in this facility is generated by Mr. Octopus. So that would make this room... Yes, this is Mr. Octopus's control room. Okay, well... Mechanical octopus behind the glass. Apparently it's some kind of power generator called an annihilation reactor. I mean, as long as that thing is safe, I guess we don't have anything, like any reason to believe that it isn't if it's been working up until now, but who knows. What's in these boxes? These are all wrapped in PP bands. PP bands? Rope made of polypropylene? Yeah, like the kind that you see like in packaging, I guess. Didn't know it was called that. A cardboard box filled with complicated machinery. Do you think we can use it? I don't even know what it is. Fair enough, I guess. What about the books? Looks like there's a few different books here. Got some sort of dense technical thing and a novel? Doesn't look like there are any clues though. Okay, what's the novel? Maybe it's something, I don't know, that you can come back for when this inevitably ends up horribly and someone gets trapped in this facility for life. I mean, what? A red clock. It says 11,400 seconds on the face. Not sure why. Oh, what's that in like hours and minutes? I am too lazy to do the conversion right now. Hey, look at this. Numbers clipboard. Alright, this piece of paper has 4 rows of 4-digit numbers. The color of each digit seems to be random. Green, blue, yellow, pink. They all look like highlighted colors. Highlighters, you say? Well, we haven't found anything like that yet, but let's keep an eye out. Piece of paper with 4 rows of 4-digit numbers. The digits are random colors, apparently written with 4 different highlighters. Okay. And there really doesn't seem to be a pattern here, huh? Not even digital roots. They haven't used digital roots in this game, so whatever. Some folded cardboard boxes. They're wrapped with something called a PP band. Good old PP bands. What's in the files? These look promising. Let's see here. Damn, I can't understand any of this. Is it some kind of code? None of these have anything useful. So much for that. Well, what about this? Oh shit, this is like the math kit that I had to take to school whenever we were learning about geometry and stuff. It looks like there's something in the blue box. Let's see what it is. Yeah, there's a compass here. A compass? One leg has a needle, the other leg has a pencil. Do you think we're supposed to use it for something? Yeah, to draw a perfect circle. Well, usually you use a compass to draw circles. Where should we draw a circle, though? On a piece of paper, I would assume. How big of a circle? I don't know. If we had an angle to set the compass to, that might help. Well, what about this one? Wow, a protractor. Haven't seen one of these in a while. You remember what they're for, right? Use them to figure out angles. There's a red line 30 degrees away from the 90-degree mark. What's it mean? Maybe it's telling you to set some angle to 30 degrees. The compass? Can we combine them? Yeah! Compass that I set to 60 degrees using the protractor. Alright. Maybe there's something with a mark that shows us where the center would be. Let's keep an eye out for that too. Machinery in these boxes. Nothing useful. Papers that we don't understand. Cool. What else? Another clock, huh? 510 minutes. Blue clock. It says, yeah, 510 minutes on the face. That's a long time. Yep. Lockers, huh? Hey, these are similar to the one that we found in like the quarters, the crew quarters. This locker looks like, yeah, the ones in the crew quarters. Even the puzzle panel looks similar. These seem to be utilizing the clocks though. Interesting. Let's see here. Enter the code. We do need to figure out the hours and the minutes for these clocks. Fuck. Well, something we can probably do later after we finish looking around this place. And what in the mathematics is this? This is kind of like... Oh, right. I get it. I understand. The other time we were just using addition. Now we're using multiplication and division too. Well, I hope you're studying for the math test, everybody. I don't get it. There are 4 spots I need to fill. If I put in the right numbers and press enter, it should unlock 4 spots, huh? So hours, minutes, both for the blue clock and the red clock. That's something we have to figure out. I'm not looking forward to that. What is this? The sheet is on and off written on it a bunch of times. There's a tiny hole in the middle of the paper that looks like it was made with a needle. So I just put the compass needle in here. Yep. Off, on, off, on, off, off. Those are the ones that the circle is touching at the very least. Interesting. So you use the compass to make a circle. And now the circle touches specific words. Maybe those words... Oh, that's Luna. Maybe those words are a clue? Let me write it down. We have off, on, It's not the most comfortable to write this with my mouse, but it is what it is. I wonder if the order here matters as well. I mean, I guess we'll figure it out. What about this? Oh, this is similar to the puzzle in the laboratory. Well, what is this? It's got all these pipes. I'm going to assume that the on and off refers to this, maybe? Like the direction of the valves, maybe? I don't know. Look at the look at the black and yellow lever. It says power under it. Do you think this tubing has electrical cables in it or something? Maybe flipping these levers will let us change the amount of electrical current. What would that accomplish? I don't know. Well, I'm guessing the power lever is the source. Might as well give it a... Wait. Don't get ahead of yourself. Look at the 320. Oh. The lever's missing. Without a replacement lever, I don't think we'll be able to do anything. Okay, let's look for that. What's in here? This is a screen, right? It's a tall screen. I don't think it's turned on. Maybe it can't get power for some reason? We're about to figure it out. Don't worry. What is this? What is this thing? It's huge. I would guess it's used to analyze things. Like a giant centrifugator or something? It looks like it's missing a part though. Alright. There are not many more angles to this room that we can look at. Probably. But... yeah. Not a lot of things to collect here so far, but we do have the lockers. We're probably gonna find some useful pieces in there. Oh, we haven't looked at this, actually. Test clipboard. There's a piece of paper on that clipboard. It says test in the highlighted colors. Each letter's written in a different color. The T is green, the E is blue. This is yellow and the second T is pink. They all look like they've been written with a highlighter. Okay, so how? Let's see, is it gonna... yeah, no. It does allow me to see them side to side here. This is comfortable, I guess. So are we just looking for like green, blue, yellow, pink pattern? Is that even on here? I don't think it is. Green, blue, yellow, pink, green. We don't have green, blue. We don't have that. Okay. Well. Oh, we have another T here. Maybe this is a clue. A laptop. Something on the screen. Just a T. It's the letter T. Huh. Did you see that thing plugged into the side of the laptop? The memory stick? Yeah. USB scanner. Scanner? Huh. I don't think this is a memory card. What? Unless I miss my guess, it's actually a portable scanner. Portable scanner? See? There's a thin slit on one end. Just wave that part over any images or text you want to scan. Then you could just plug it back into the laptop. Okay. And look at whatever you scanned. Neat. Alright. So, yellow. That makes it yellow. Let's see. Huh. The screen's changed. Do you think it's because you pulled that thing out? Oh, that's supposed to show you that there's the little clipboard that we found earlier. I guess. Oh, hey. The screen's blue now. This is... what? Huh. Looks like a password. Already? Okay. Don't mind if I do. Oh, speaking of which, we have to look at the secret files from the security office. We might do that in a minute. Think this is for the panel on the safe? I assume so. Okay. Already. Wow. Talk about efficient. Let's go ahead and look at the secret files from the security office. Here they are. Okay, what am I gonna be spoiled with this time around? Floor B graffiti. Memento mori if the ninth lion ate the sun. It appears to have been written in some sort of weird paint. Memento mori is a Latin phrase that translates roughly to remember death or mortality. Ninth clearly refers to ninth, but seems to have been spelled wrong, likely on purpose. Why? Perhaps it's an anagram like the words on the wall in the Floor A warehouse. If it is, what does this one mean? We still don't know. Hourglass. The hourglass displayed in the background is actually a 4-second timer. It doesn't have much practical use except maybe for really impatient people. If you were at a restaurant waiting for your food to come out, for instance, hey, how long are you gonna make me wait? I've already flipped this hourglass 100 times. Technically, 100 times would be 400 seconds, which is 6 minutes and 40 seconds, but saying 100 times is much more dramatic and therefore much more likely to get a decidable response from the wait staff. I guess. Gentle points. What the fuck was Dio talking about when he said this? These are a measure of how much of a gentleman you are. Okay, sure. Somewhere deep in the United Kingdom is an organization that tracks all gentlemen, determining their caliber based off of an ancient and Byzantine collection of rules and guidelines. Every year, during the spring, a representative of this organization conducts a cursory investigation of each member's behavior, or at least appears to, and then awards gentle points based on what they saw. The following formula is used. All ladies escorted across the street, times top hats owned, times puzzle solved, times money given to gentleman tracking organization, equal total gentle points. Alright, what in the Reddit is this? I don't even want to know. Whatever. Knife. A small survival knife. It has myrmidon stamped into the flat of the blade. Blade length 150 millimeters. Base width 30 millimeters. Base thickness 3 millimeters. There's blood on it, but whose blood? Well, Floor B hallway locks. Several of the hallways on Floor B use special locks indicated on the map by arrows. On the far side of each arrow is a lever. Pulling these levers will unlock the locks. Once this has been done, you can explore the entire area at your leisure. Right. Don't know why specifically this one have locks of that sort. I think I commented on them at some point saying they look like airlocks, but I don't know. The principle of causality, let's see. The law of cause and effect, specifically that a cause must precede every effect. At the quantum level, however, things aren't quite as immutable. The principle of quantum superposition holds that any physical system, such as an electron, exists at least partially in all of its theoretical states or configurations, but when measured gives a result corresponding to only one of them. A classic example of this is the double-slit experiment, where light appears to behave as both a wave and a particle. One of the interesting implications for this is that, in a sense, you are influencing the past. Okay, by observing a system, you are defining the cause of an effect you witness, and in a way altering the past. Normally, I would comment here that the quantum level is where shit gets real, but given the nature of this phenomenon, it seems like it would be more accurate to say that the quantum level is where shit gets unreal. Yeah, not gonna lie, this kind of flies over my head, but I guess it's sort of like related to the idea that, yeah, that something exists in all of its theoretical states, so sometimes at the quantum level, like the microscopic level, well, that's not microscopic, but you get what I mean. You can find particles that are like at best you are making an estimation of where a specific particle that you're studying is, based on an approximation of several values, I guess. And yeah, where shit gets unreal, it's honestly like very difficult to comprehend reality at such a small scale for me. Yeah, I don't know. What else we got? Knox's 10 Commandments. Ronald Knox, a mystery writer from the UK, published the following as his rules for writing mystery novel. 1. The criminal must be mentioned early on. Okay. 2. All supernatural or preternatural agencies are ruled out. I don't know this word. Number 3. No more than one secret room or passage. 4. No hitherto undiscovered poisons may be used, nor any appliance which will need a long scientific explanation. 5. No one with extrasensory perception or similar powers can appear. 6. No accident must ever help the detective, nor must he ever have an unaccountable intuition which proves to be right. 7. The detective must not commit the crime. 8. The detective must declare any clues he may discover. 9. The stupid friend of the detective, the Watson, must conceal nothing from the reader. And 10. Twin brothers and doubles generally must not appear unannounced. Okay. Well, is Virtue's last word intent on like breaking every single one of these rules? If so, it worries me for the implications that this has on the story regarding some of the rules that I don't think have been broken yet. But yeah, yikes. Anyways, let's continue, shall we? So we got the yellow USB scanner. Can we actually like combine it with this? And it turns green, huh? Oh, look at the screen. Huh, it changed. Huh, that's weird. This is the paper with the numbers on it, right? It's only showing 4 digits, though. The green ones, huh? Well, if we read them in the direction of the arrow, then we've got 7213. Oh, I get it. It was only the green tea earlier, so the green tea. Would anyone like a refreshment? It was only the green tea because apparently the scanner probably can't scan the other colors, so this is telling us like a code 7213. Okay, 7213. For whatever this is gonna be used for. Well, if we read it in the direction of the arrow, then we've got 7213. Okay. So, is it for one of the lockers, I wonder? This is nothing, huh? Let's go to the lockers, actually. Big lap around the room that we gotta do. Oops. No, I don't want to look at the octopus. I want to look at the lockers. Thank you. Is it this one, maybe? Even the puzzle panel looks similar. Let's figure out how this works first. A 4-digit code, then press enter. Okay. 7213. So 5 plus 2 would be 7. How do we get the number 2? It's gotta be well, 0 plus 2, right? What about the 1? It's gotta be 2 divided by 2, right? And 3 should be 2 plus 1, right? There we go. Easy. Excellent. Unlocked. Good work. Now open it up. Yep. Oh, this is for the machine. What is this thing? It's pretty big. Maybe you're supposed to wear it like a crown. Why the hell would I need to do that? Well, it could be part of a machine. If it is, you probably need to attach it to something. Yep, let's go do that. Here. Looks like it would fit. Here we go. Cool. It's shaped like a ring. The light in the middle is off. Guess we need to turn it on first, huh? Well. Okay. We haven't found this. Could be in the other locker. If so, it means we need to figure out the clock's puzzle. Let's see. Blue clock. It says 510 minutes on the face. That's a long time. 510 minutes. If 1 hour is 60 minutes, we've got 2 hours is 120. 3 hours is 180. That's gonna be a big number. Hold on, I need to figure that out like better. Not sure why. Yep. Well, let's see. Let's start with the blue one. It's probably because just looking at this locker, it's asking for both the hours and the minutes. So let's start with the blue one. It's probably the easiest to figure out. Yeah, we do have clues. I'm just stupid. We need to kind of count like in base 60. Let's see. If 60 is 1 hour, then we have 120 makes 130 for 3 hours. And then we add another 60 on top. That would be 240. Am I doing my math right? 180. I mean, it's just the multiplication table of 6. I don't know why I'm making this hard on myself. 6 times 2 is 12, times 3 is 18, 6 times 4, 24, 6 times 5 is 300, 6 times, this is 5. Let me just like make marks because I forget. For 6 we have 360. For 7 we have I guess we can make, let me just take it slow, okay? I'm not good at math. I don't want to be rushed. I don't want to be stressed, okay? Trust in the process is all I gotta say. 420, because we also need to figure out the minutes, and I don't know where I'm supposed to stop. I guess we stop at 7, right? Because 6 times 8 is already going over the limit. Yeah? No. 480. 8 hours. Okay? 8 hours. And then until we get to 510, that's 30 extra minutes. Right? Am I counting this right? I think I'm counting this right. So blue one should be 8 hours and 30 minutes. Maybe, potentially. Okay. What about red though? Let's go to the red one. It's gonna be seconds, which is gonna piss me off to calculate. Let's see. It was already a struggle to calculate these in hours. Okay, let's see. So 11,400 seconds. If we start counting in minutes, this is 11. Okay. Let me do this right. Let me pull up my calculator. I miss having a calculator on my on like the game, the one that would allow me to like calculate digital roots and stuff. Let's see. So 11,440. No, 400, not 440. I don't know what I'm saying. It's divided by 60, right? Does that give me the minutes? 190 minutes? Maybe? Which would be 3 hours and 10 minutes, maybe? 3 hours and 10 minutes, potentially, question mark? Because, yeah, 180 was 3 hours, so 3 hours and 10 minutes. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see if the game will like that answer. 17. Why do I have 17? Why do we have these numbers? What is with these numbers? Let's see. So, 8... 30. Because this is 30. That's why we have these numbers. And then 3 and 10. 3 and 10. Awesome! Let's go. Let's fucking go. You did it! It unlocked! See if you can open it. Oh! What the hell is this? Gay-ass root? Rainbow tree root. What in the... What am I looking at? Wow, those are some intense colors. What is that thing? I think it's a root system from a tree. What? Come on, no tree has rainbow roots. I don't think it looks like that naturally. They probably painted it. It's pretty ugly. I agree. So what am I supposed to do with it? I'm sure it would make a delightful souvenir, but I don't think it'd make it past customs. Maybe you're supposed to put it somewhere. Like, well, on that machine perhaps? Yep, that's what I was thinking. Nothing else in here though. Nothing for this puzzle over here. Well, let's do things one by one. Huh. I think I could put this rainbow color root tree here. And Okay, see, I see the problem. We need to turn on the energy for this. But the power is off. It's all screen, there's nothing on it. Okay, well, it's gonna be time to look around the whole room again to find the thing that I'm missing. So I don't have anything like it on my inventory, right? I don't. Let's see. Bunch of tubing. The lever under 320 seems to be missing. I wonder if there's a lever around somewhere that might fit. Right, let's look for it. Nothing left here, right? Just making sure. Where else haven't we looked? Here? Cardboard boxes, nothing useful. Just checking. Nothing on the shelves, right? We've already used this. Nothing useful on the folders either. Okay, so what else do we have? We've looked here. Nothing here. Can we borrow the lever from somewhere else, I wonder? Nothing here. No. Nothing with the books either. Anything here? Oh! Hey! Well, look at that! Hey, I think you can move these. Oh, this is for the circle. Oh, duh. Okay, well, hold on. I didn't write that down on the piece of paper, but I wrote it down on my memo. That's off, but what's the order, though? Well, we'll see. I guess if you are going clockwise... Oh, you're right. It says off on the top and on the bottom. Yep. Okay, so... Let's see. Let me get out of here first. Let me look at the piece of paper again. I hate these angles. It's not good for the controls with the mouse. Yeah, there's kind of like a faint line here, so maybe it's supposed to be like clockwise. If so, on is the first one, and then it goes off, on, and then the rest are off. So on, and off for the rest of them. Let's see. Let's see if that works. On, and off for the rest of them. Whoa! Sigma! What are you doing? Don't break it! No, it wasn't me. It just fell off. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Well, it's off now, so no point crying over spilt levers. Maybe we can use it somewhere else. Like where? Lever handle, huh? Well, that solves our problem. Fi seems to think maybe it would be useful. Sure would. Alright. How many more times do I gotta make that awkward turn? Place your bets. Okay, I just put it here. Good. There we go. Alright, so what now? So what should I do with this thing? I found a manual on the floor over there. It says that this machine doesn't really use electricity in a conventional way. Huh? Those tubes use some kind of special liquid to transmit electricity? Actually, it's pretty complicated. The simple version is that you can adjust the voltage by adjusting the flow of the liquid. This is exactly like the one in the laboratory then. So let's say you turn that rightmost lever all the way to the left. If you do that, then all the liquid coming from 240 will go to the left tube. Turning all the way to the right and it goes to the right tube. What if you put it in the middle? It splits both ways. Then it gets halved. Each pipe will end up with 120 instead of one getting 240. So what's the deal with the question marks? Gotta figure out how much goes into which one. And that's already telling me that potentially this position is right like this, because 220 gets turned into 120, 120, and this once again gets halved, and we get 60, which is the 2 digits, potentially. Those represent unknowns in the target values. The one with the 3 question marks means it's supposed to be a 3-digit number, yep, while the ones with only 2 mean those are 2-digit numbers. And of course the single question mark means that value is only a single digit. What about the one that starts with 3? Well, I would guess that means the hundredth digit has to be 3. So question mark 4 question mark means that the 10th digit has to be 4. And question mark 5 means the 1st digit has to be 5, right? Yep. Yes, I think so. So let me see if I got this. We need to adjust the levers so that the liquid gives us the right numbers on the bottom. That's correct. Once you've got all the levers set, then I think you pull down on the power lever like this. Makes sense. I think that about covers it. Wait, one more thing. The liquid will only flow from top to bottom. The manual was very specific about that. Okay, let's do this thing. Right, so this one is fine like this. It does mean, however, let's get rid of this. This is 120 going into either of them. And this is 60 going into either of them. So this is 60. This is fine like this. This is adding 60. And I mean, the only other option is that we gotta like split this one in half as well. So like 320 it's like hold on, 320 divided by 2. What's 32 divided by 2? Oh my god, the math is mathing. Hold on. 18, 180. Yeah, I have a calculator. I don't have to subject myself to this humiliation. What's 320 times 2? That's 160. Not times 2, but divided by 2. It's 160. Yeah, of course it is. I can do math. I get so nervous doing mental calculus. Don't ever put me in a situation. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so 160 and 60, that adds up to 240, right? No, it, hold on, does it? No, it's also counting the 60 from here. No, it's 160 plus 120 plus 600. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter as long as we can use it to check. So we have 160 plus 120, which would be 280. And 60 is 340, right? So that kind of checks out. This should stay this way. Now, this is problematic. Is this supposed to be a 0? There's no other way. 160 going into this pipe, 160, and if we split it by half, there's no other way to get like a single digit number. I'm guessing the single digit number here is 0. 0 is a valid single digit number for the other, so it should also be that way, in which case this lever needs to be turned that way. Now that means this is diverting 160 straight into this one. Checks out. Maybe. Well, not some more could come from here. So as long as it ends in 0. What else do we have? 220. Sorry, 240 divided by 2, 120. See, this is easy. And 210. Oh, we got the one that ends in 5 because we have 105 going into each pipe, huh? Okay, it's 120 in each pipe, and this one doesn't collect anymore, so this is 120 being added here. And then, oh, this is gonna be complicated. Let's start with this one. 105. We know that this 5 here, this 5 here, needs to end up here, and is never going to go this way. So we can probably assume that this lever needs to be closed, like so. So that 5 cannot get here. I think this is correct. wait, that... No, that means that it's open this to go this way, right? So it should be like this. This means that it's closed, right? Like that means that this tube is not like transferring anything from here. I think so. Let's see. And if not, then we'll have to flip these levers around. So that's 105 going straight here. That's fine. That checks out. Now I wonder if it needs anything else though. Potentially, because it's 105. No, it doesn't, because if another 5 is added here, we get rid of this 5 in the units place, so no. This one is probably gonna be close too. Like this, right? And then we get 105 going, oops, 105 goes all this way and ends up here. Together with 120. But that's not enough. For 300? Well, yeah. No, yeah, it is, because it's 120 from both pipes. So it's 120 plus 120 plus 105. This should be correct. That's 345, right? 120. No, wait. Yeah, 120 plus 120. So essentially the 240 with the pipe, with like the switch like this, all of this is flowing into here. 240. Adding 105 on top of that. This should be correct, I think. Yeah? Hold on. What about this one, though? I guess this is open. Like, this means that it's closed, right? Like this means that this pipe is closed, right? I think I'm confused. Now I'm confused. Let's see if it works. Okay. Right, it doesn't. So the pipes are the other way. Like the valves, I guess. There we go. I should have paid more attention to the explanation, but whatever, we got it. It's just the direction of the valves. Yes, I'm a champion. Look. It's working. Hey. Turn the power on. Look. Whoa. It's moving. Looks like it's finally ready. But ready for what? Well, to give us something here. Ready for you to use this, I'm guessing. Okay, this screen. Yeah, I think. Alright. Weird that it took me back to the puzzle, but fine. I think I've got it. This machine is a CT scanner. A CT scanner? You mean like from a hospital? Yes. One of those things that can take pictures of cross-section of your brain and organs and stuff? Yes. It can image things other than the human body too. I guess. Like this root, for instance. Okay. So what does he have to say about the root? Whoa. So what we're seeing on the left is a slice of that root? I think so. What are we supposed to do with then? I think trial and error is gonna be the best way to figure this one out. Just start messing with it and we'll see what happens. Alright. Dragging up and down where the image of the root is displayed will allow you to scroll between layers. The bottom layer has 8 circles of different colors. 4 of those circles are blank. Assign an appropriate number to each circle. The numbers you can use are displayed below the cross section. You can move the numbers where they need to go by dragging them. Here goes nothing. Okay. Right, it's kind of like the same principle as before. That we start with like an amount, and as it goes down, it is divided. Ah shit, they're gonna make me do fractions? Welp. This is the math room. This really is the worst possible like thing that you can do to me right now. Right, so we're starting at 100. And then it divides into these four colors here. We don't even have the blue one, by the way. That's how fucked we are. I mean, it's gotta be the reminder, right? Yeah, right? Let's see. Let's pull up the calculator again. Oh, Jesus. So how do I do this again? It's been a while since I did math. We gotta add all of these, but they all have to have like the same denominator. Is that the denominator? I forgot the terminology for all of this. This is 4/16, this is 3/15, and 6/20. Do we got to find the common denominator of all of this? I forgot how to do this. It's gotta be easier to just like trial and error, right? Like surely it's... I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Let's try like reducing these fractions, because this is 3 out of 10, right? We can probably get rid of this. This is 3 out of 10. Whoops, that's not what I meant to write. I'm thinking about the 100, because if it's 3 out of 10, it means that it's 30 out of the 100 that we're starting with, right? Yeah, that makes sense. This one's nice and easy. What about 15 and 16, though? 4/16 is the same as, like... 4/16 is like... Hold on. Hold the phone. It's 100. No. I mean... Gah, my brain explode. Can we just divide all of these by 4? Like, isn't it just 1/4? Right? Yeah? Yeah. So 1/4 is 1/4 out of 10. That would be 40, right? Right? Maybe. Potentially. Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know. 3 out of 15. This should be the same as like 1/5, right? Like if we reduce this fraction. Yeah? Because 3 times 5 is 15. No. Yes. Yeah. I'm second guessing myself so much. I'm so nervous. I've never had to do math in front of an audience. I already struggle when I'm doing it on my own. Jesus Christ, this is a nightmare. So 1 out of 5 is the same as like 2/10. So we got 20 here. Awesome. Is this gonna be of any use to me? I don't know. And then this one is the rest. So 4 times 2 is 6 times 3 is 90. So this is the remaining 10. Okay, potentially. So we got 40 going in total into yellow, 30 going into green, 20 into red, and 10 into blue. It kind of goes like in descending order if I do like kind of this shape. But let me just write it down on my piece of paper just for good measure. 40 yellow, 30 green, 20 red, and 10 blue. And if this is wrong, then we can come back and like redo the math. Right. So this is immediately like wrong. Maybe. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oops. Let's see. Because we have 15 in blue already, but we said that blue was 10. That's immediately wrong. Well, let's see. Am I doing the math correctly? 40. Mm, mm, can I cry? Guys, would you be cool if I just cried, like, on the recording? Be honest. Okay. 4/16. I'm pretty sure it reduces to 140. I mean, to 1/4. Which... This doesn't seem right. Okay, hold on. This doesn't seem right. Because we said that 3/15 is 1/5, and that's 20. Right? Then 1/4. What is 1/4 of 100? 1/4 of 100 is 25, right? It's 25. It's 25. It's 1/4 of 100. It's 25. I can't be this stupid. Which would make this... This time around we've got 50 here, 25, and this is... the other 25? Yeah. Okay. That makes sense, potentially. So now, let's get rid of this. We've got 15 already. So we just do this, right? And then we got 21 to get to 30. We need the 9 here, right? 19 to get to 25. We need the 6 here, potentially. And then the 12, we just need the number 8. There we go. I defeated the math beast. Holy shit. I haven't done fractions in a minute. I know that this is like very basic math. I shouldn't be like so self-congratulatory right now, but fuck it. It's my Let's Play. I get to do what I want. Huh. Looks like I got it. You sure did. That's amazing. It's not that amazing, Luna. Good work. Well, would you look at that? If the game was gonna tell me right now that I have to come up with a different solution just to get the blue password, I would be like, nope, I'm out of here. Thank God we got the blue password. Like, that was probably like the easiest blue one. The color changed. I wonder. Have a look, Sigma. Use your photographic memory powers. This is... I knew it. You've seen a password like this before, haven't you, Luna? Yes, in the AB room in the infirmary. It'll open the safe, right? Yep. Okay. Well, let's get out of this place. Where was the safe again? I think it was this way. Like, over here? Yep. A safe. It looks like the ones I saw in the AB room and the infirmary. So if we put in a password, it should open. Looks like it works the same too. Alright. Where are our passwords this time around? Let's start with the blue one as usual. Moon over here, star, sun. Moon, star, sun. Moon, star, sun. I can remember that. There we go. Mine. Piece of cake. And for the other one, which was much more difficult to earn, moon, star, sun. But like so. There we go. Whoa, what is this? Yes, it opened. What are we having here? Okay, let's get our prices. First we've got the map. Yep. It says floor B. The one we found in the crew quarters said floor A. So did the one in the infirmary. We came down here using an elevator, right? So that would make A the top floor. Seems weird. Don't the numbers usually count up from the bottom floor? Who cares, honestly? Like, that's the least of my concerns right now. Well, look at it this way. A for above, B for below. Why does that seem ominous? Why does it? It doesn't. Does it? I don't know. Whatever. Moving on. Our next prize is... Let's see. The cards. Key cards. They have a moon on them. That means these are the moon cards the announcer was talking about. Now we can play the next AB game. They gave us 2, just like with the sun cards. Interesting that we're going against Fi in this AB game, potentially. That's the first time that's happened, right? With Luna is our ally this time. I mean, our ally. I mean, our pair. You know what I mean. They gave us two, just like with the Sun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll take one. That's fine with you guys, right? Sure, go for it. Got two other things left. I've seen one of them before, but this one... What is this, a BlackBerry? Is this some kind of input device? It has a keyboard on it. Is this the thing for the bombs? Maybe, potentially. Why is it here? If that's the case, why does it look like a BlackBerry? I don't know. Maybe I'm just jumping to conclusions, as I usually do. And a cable connected to the top. Cable, huh? A cable! A cable that connects into the bombs. I'm not crazy, guys. We can worry about that later. Might as well take it with us for now, though. And finally, the key. We can get out now. Yep, this should unlock the exit. No more screwing around. Let's move. Yep. Alrighty. Door's locked. It says lock. Okay, let's go. Yes, let's. 3, 2, 1. You found it. All right. Well, that was a mental workout.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
We're gonna deal with Dio's bullshit in the next episode, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry for the sudden intro. This is probably the best place to stop before, the story and the novel progresses. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to continue supporting my channel. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.